Hi, this is Grace from The Gilded Gown, and I'm going to show you how to lace a corset back today. What's up? Pause.
She's like, "Don't take a class."
Here are 4 great reasons, 8 actually, 4 reasons why corsets are fantastic. So, first one is that they look really gorgeous. So, it gives your back just a little bit more something to look at, and it adds another layer to your dress. The second is support, which is probably the biggest one to me, is that you know you're not going to spill out of your dress at any point. It's going to fit you perfectly, and it's going to give you that hourglass figure. So
Give you the best support ever.
So, third reason why corsets are fantastic are because if you're fluctuating weight, which happens a lot when you're planning a wedding because it is very stressful, if you are going down in weight or adding a little bit of weight, you have this extra little safety net that you can get a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, and everything's still going to be okay. And then the fourth great reason to have a corset back is that you're going to have less alterations, because with a zipper back, it's one size and it's going to fit how it does, but your corset back, you can tighten it where you need to and loosen it where you need to. So 4 fantastic reasons to have a corset back, and they're beautiful.
You can lace a corset gown very easily. If you can lace a shoe, you can lace a corset gown. It's that easy.
We will be demonstrating how to lace the corset back today. So, a lot of people are really nervous about doing a corset back. They're afraid they can't do it, and it's really daunting, but it's not as difficult as it seems. So first, start out your corset. You're going to take your corset strap, and you're going to string it through the first loop right here, and we're going to take it to the very next one right over here. So what you want to do is you're going to take the one, I'm going to start with my right side here, and you're just going to crisscross it right over, and you're going to pull it, and it doesn't have to be super tight right now. That's going to come along. So I'm going to get my next strap, and I'm going to put that over to the next, and then take that same one and bring it right on over. So after you've established your first couple strings through, we're going to start tightening it a little bit. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to pull from right under the armpit right here, and you don't need to use this one to tighten. You want to start down one. So you just give it a nice little tug to start out with, and you can see that the modesty panel is not coming over all the way yet, and that's okay. So we're going to tighten it just a little bit, and then I'm going to continue going on. So if you want your corset to be really nice and perfect, you'll want to do each one and make sure that you're not twisting too much, so you can undo the twists, because we want it to look perfect for your big day. So we're going to continue going on. Corsets take a little bit extra time, but they're totally worth it, especially if you are on the bustier side. It gives you a lot of extra support, which is very needed sometimes.
It's going to definitely hold them up there.
So now that I've made it down a little bit further, I'm going to start tightening again. So I'm going to pull it back from the armpit just a little bit, make sure we're getting everything where it needs to go. And then you just want to pick up your next lace and pull like this. Pick up your next lace and pull. And you don't have to do it a lot, because we do want her to still be able to breathe at least a little bit. And there is a snap here, and once you're completely corseted in, it's not super important that the snap is always snapped. I can get it snapped, but the snap is not going to keep her in this dress. And now I'm going to try and straighten these loops out just a little bit. As you can see, the laces are starting to look really nice and sharp, nice and clean. And then before I'm done, I'm going to go for one last tighten, and then we're going to tuck the bow so that it's nice and seamless. As you can see here, it's all nice and straight, nothing's rolling over themselves. So, for the last time, I'm going to come back from underneath the armpit again. I'm going to skip that top one and just start tightening from here. You always want to make sure that you're not doing it too tight. Always ask your bride to make sure that she can still breathe and move everything all right. Because you can get these ridiculously tight. Now, the final step is to tie your bow. And then there's going to be a very small amount of room right in here to tuck your bow into. So we're just going to tuck this right in here. And then after this is tucked, we're going to take a look at the front and see how lovely it looks. Alright, let's take a look. Now, as you can see here, it's fitting along the bust really lovely. We have no gaps here, and we're getting a nice hourglass figure.
Wedding night.
Yep.
No, you really gotta struggle.
Ah!